Welcome! This is Mr. Christopher's World. I'm Mr. Christopher, and this is Movie Reviewvies with me, Mr. Christopher. I hope you had a lovely holiday. I hope your Christmas was merry and your Eve was new. I enjoyed my time, as I always do. I'm a big Christmas guy. I love the season. You know what they say? 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. And now it's over, and my family has gone back to their places, and I am sad again. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Anyway, we got some movies for you. 2 Christmas movies for a little bit of a Christmas fallout. One of which you may not think is a Christmas movie. Okay, there's a lot of debate there. I'm going to tell you how I feel, and we'll get there. The first one is a Christmas movie I didn't even know existed. I saw it. We'll tell you how I felt about it. And then I got 2 2025 movies that came out that I'm going to tell you about because they were new last year and we're going into the new year. So I'm thinking, let's talk about some new old movies that came out last year before we get into the new movies that come out this year. Because I'll obviously see some 2026 movies. I do movie reviews. What am I not? What am I not going to go see movies? What am I crazy? What am I not going to try? What? Anyway, let's go movie review. Let's see how Mr. Christopher felt about the 4 movies he watched. Let's go do it. The first movie we're hitting up is this Christmas movie. Yes, it's a Christmas movie. It's called Fat Man with Mel Gibson and Walton Goggins. I know people love the guy Walton Goggins. I'm a Mel Gibson guy. I've always been. He was my first 11 movie on this Reviewvie, if you remember, with The Patriot. I love The Patriot. Someone told me to watch this movie. I did, and I gotta tell you, I enjoyed it a lot, and here's what it got on the movie Scalculator. Mr. Christopher, take it away, sir. The Fat Man, starring Mel Gibson as, you guessed it, the Fat Man. Santa Claus. He was an interesting Santa Claus. It was a good movie. It's an enjoyable movie. If I was you, I'd get out there and watch it right now. I think you'll like it. On the Mr. Christopher movie Scalculator, it scored a solid 7. I gave it a 7 because it brought me to heaven. It wasn't that good. You know, it didn't lay me down on the clouds of justice, and I was just like, oh, it wasn't that good, but it was enjoyable. Give it a watch. Wait for next year if you want. Next Christmas comes around. Because if you want to just leave Christmas in the past now, it's January 1st. I get it. I did a whole month of Christmas, and I love that. I had a great time. Now I feel like the set is so boring. All I have is the Scalculator, Squig, some popcorn, Gizmo, R2-D2, some sour candy, and an old camera. But during the Christmas season, it was stuff everywhere. It was fun. But anyway. 7. On to the next. You may have seen it coming, and if you did, you were right. Next we have Die Hard with the dying Bruce Willis. Apparently he has dementia, and he is fading away. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Poor Bruce Willis. Either way, 40 stories of sheer adventure. Mr. Christopher, what did you think of Die Hard? Take it away, sir. First and foremost, I will say yes, it is a Christmas movie. But secondly most, I want to say it's a boring, terrible piece of crap. If Die Hard left me feeling anything, it's good riddance, Bruce Willis. I never wanted to see Die Hard. I never wanted to see it, and I finally did put it on, and wow, boring. I can't do it. I don't know. It was boring. I couldn't do it. On the Mr. Christopher movie Scalculator, it scored a very low 4. I gave it a 4 because I found it a bore, and that's the facts of life. I just couldn't do it. And you know, when I think about Bruce Willis, there's one movie out there in the world that I know that I remember I liked it. Maybe if I watched it now, I'd be like, no, it's a pile of crap. I was a young moron. But maybe not. I'll give it a shot, and we'll see how I feel. and I'll say, "Remember that time I said this about Bruce Willis movies?" And now, but and then there's another Bruce Willis movie that I know I'm just like meh about it, but it's an animated movie, Over the Hedge. If you know, you know. I'm like meh about that one, but maybe I'll watch that again and I'll say, but I don't like Bruce Willis. Otherwise, like I don't. There's no Bruce Willis movies out there that I'm like, oh, you gotta see that. Like that's not a thing with me with Bruce Willis. So like I said, good riddance. I know he's having some dementia problems right now, apparently, and that's sad. I'll see you on Roasting the Dead, buddy. On to the next movie. And next, we're going to go here to this 2025 beauty of a movie. He robbed 45 McDonald's, escaped from prison, lived in Toys R Us for 6 months, and that's not even the craziest part. He is The Roofman, starring Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst, one of my favorites of all time. I absolutely love her. Mr. Christopher, what did you think about this movie? What did it score on the movie scale calculator? Please, sir, please take it away. Honestly, I loved The Roofman. On the Mr. Christopher movie scale calculator, it scored a very valid 9. 999 make me feel so fine. It kept me happy the whole time. I loved it. I just loved the movie. I thought it was fantastic. Channing Tatum was fantastic. Kirsten Dunst is just one of my favorite actresses of all time. She's absolutely beautiful. I love her. It had the South Pole elf from Elf in it, which I think people know from like a show that I don't care for and I don't watch. I love being ignorant to shows because it's fun. People are like, "You've never seen that show? The show's so good. This is such a good show. I got to go home and watch my show." It's like, I don't want to watch any shows ever. Here's a fun little tidbit for you. Here's a little interesting little thing for you. We're gonna revert. We're gonna go to shows for a quick second. I did watch season 1 of Stranger Things, and I thought after that I was like, this never needs to go further than season 1. That was fine. That was a fine little show. We're good now. Kill it. And then it proceeded to go for like forever, like 20 more years of just 4 more seasons only. And the finale was on last night, and I watched it with my family, and wow, was I correct. What a pile of trash. What a terrible piece of crap. If I had a show calculator, I'd be scoring that with a solid 2. Look at that. It already knew. It was like, oh, I'll make sure they know that it was a 2. Yeah, terrible. I was right. But yeah, I don't really. That's why I have movie Reviewvies and not show Reviewvies, because I don't show it up. I try to not watch shows ever. Because my past, I've watched shows and they always disappoint. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Anyhow, on to the next movie, which is a new movie that came out in 2025 at the end there, and I went and seen it, and I'll tell you how I felt about it. Let's see. Let's see what it is. And for the last movie, we're going to go here to the brand new Marty Supreme, starring Timothy Chalamet. Chalamet. Chimeletti. Chimela. Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet. I didn't like this movie at all. I thought it was a worthless pile of garbage. There's some ping pong scenes that are good. I liked the ping pong scenes. I thought Gwyneth Paltrow got a little pedo-y, in my opinion, but maybe that's because I look at Timothy Chalamet and I think, you're a boy. You're just a little boy. Why are you allowed around the adults? That's what I see when I look at him. But that's me. That's just Mr. Christopher. That's just me. On the Mr. Christopher movie scale calculator, I gave it I'm giving it a 4 for sure. I'm giving it a 4 because it was mostly a bore. I mean, it wasn't that good at all. It was 0. I think this is the type of movie that if someone tells you they thought it was good and they liked it, they are a pretentious liar who wants to seem interesting. That's what I think about this movie. The ping pong stuff was okay. Timothy Chalamet shows his bum, and that's very weird and awkward, and it's like uncomfortable. And why did you choose to do this? And then he gets beat by an old man. I don't know. At the end of the movie, my brother looked at me and he went, "Juice slop," and I thought, yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. So take that for what it is. At one point, he takes a piece of the pyramid in Egypt and he brings it back to his mother, his Jewish mother, and he gives it to her and he goes, "We built that. We built that." And it's a cringy moment. But anyhow, Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme 4. It's a pile of garbage. Don't even go see it. Please don't. For the love of God, don't. But that's the end of our first 2026 movie reviews with me, Mr. Christopher. This is my world, Mr. Christopher's World. I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, that's fine too. Don't go watch Marty Supreme. Do go see The Roofman as soon as possible. And Fat Man. Go see Fat Man as well. Die Hard needs to be left in the past. That is a terrible pile of trash. But with that, all that said, like, follow, subscribe, do what you do. Live your life, be happy, have a very happy new year, and I'll see you for Roasting the Dead, the first Roasting the Dead of 2026. Fun stuff. Bye.
Mr. Christopher, you crazy.